My name is Frank Wiggle. I'm in charge of community relations for Pan-Atlantic University. So it's basically to see how the university, operates within the community that's Ibeju-Lekki, where the university is situated. Now, in the course of really having a relationship with the university, one of the things about the university is it can be easily misconstrued as an elitist university. So one of the objectives of the university is to have 15% of its students at every point in time on one form of scholarship or the other. Priority is given to indigents of the community. Ibeju-Lekki is actually a developing community. And I want to believe that's one of the reasons why, they've been having difficulty with, meeting the quota that the university, that's Pan-Atlantic University, set for them, in the scholarship scheme. As a result, I started looking at it and said, maybe we should help them up their game so that they can compete appropriately. Our scholarship is not exactly, the type where, because you are from the community, so you have access to the university. It is actually a merit scholarship. You must have high scores and you must be ready. So this is one of the reasons why we've started the science tutorials in the community. The second reason is looking at the community as it's growing. We're noticing the level of development and the sort of industry springing up here and there, especially the Lekki Free Trade Zone. We put all this together, and with our spirit of service, we approach some of our lecturers and say, how will you like to offer service to the community by way of, tutorials to the pupils? And that is what gave birth to the science tutorial, where, members of the community, the entire, because this tutorial covers the entire public secondary schools in the local government. At least we're talking all the way from Ibeju to as far as, Akodo and the borders of Ekpe local government. The program itself has got three main objectives. One, for them to pass, prepare them for external examinations in WAEC, NECO, and JAMB. The second one is to get them into universities, that is, have admission into universities. The third part is for us to have as much as possible of these students gaining one form of scholarship or the other. One thing that is assured, that PAU will definitely give scholarship to some of them, but not all. But we'll be glad if better part of the business community in Ibeju-Lekki or outside Ibeju-Lekki extend hand of fellowship toward this sort of program and they may help all these pupils successfully. I want to believe, as a result of the science tutorial and the effect it's having in the community, we observed that each school that contributed towards the science tutorial nominated their 10 best pupils. And so they are looking at pupils who want to go to university. And of course, it meant that we are leaving out those who do not exactly want to go to university but want to be employed. Then, in collaboration with Lagos State, the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Maths program came about, STEM. That what can we do for the members of that community in that area. That is how the STEM part of it is about coming in. This particular one, that is the STEM project, we will be looking at how we can support members of the community to get vocational training in these areas. That is, in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, where they don't necessarily have to go to university, but are trained and immediately go into the workforce, based on what vocation that they've gotten from the project that is going to be handled eventually by the university. One of the things we plan to do is to build a curriculum for STEM. And to build this curriculum, we don't just want to sit back in the university, build a curriculum and say this is what is required, for this particular vocation. We're thinking, and we are currently at a level of approaching as many companies as possible to let us know what they want and what is missing with respect to the sort of training they would like their vocational or technical staff to have. So we can use that to build, the curriculum for this STEM project. That is, we're talking about building curriculum that will enable us train, these people to suit these companies, where the moment they are trained and they are good for employment by various companies. Now, for STEM, there is need for us to, we are trying to run on the coattail of the science tutorial. Here, the science tutorial, the Ibeju-Lekki Local Government helped in coordinating how we got our pupils. So we approached the same local government and said, well, why don't you help us in the same way like you've done with the science tutorial? That is, do the first round of collating and screening of members of the community that will fit into this program. Now, who are the people that we think will fit into this program? We're talking about people who maybe a year or two ago graduated from senior secondary school, or people who are already matured enough but are not interested to go to university, or will rather work or go to a vocational institute. I'm so grateful that this project started in the particular administration of Honorable Olusegun Olowa, who is the current local government chairman of that Ibeju-Lekki. A fantastic gentleman. By the time we approached him, he said, starting from the first project, that's the science tutorial, he said he would meet us halfway with logistics. And I wanted to know, what does he mean by that? He said he is going to ensure there are students to be taught, and not only to be taught, but to be brought to the school punctually and returned back to their respective homes safely. Oh, that's fantastic. You're providing transport. He said yes. In addition to the transport, he also provides 3 other members of staff to look after these children. One of them is the chaperone for the students. The second one is a security personnel for the students, aside from the security the university provides. And then the third one is a supervisor of these 2 members of staff. I said, wow, this is fantastic. It means at every point in time you will always, yes. So it gets a pictorial evidence of the class. And I can tell you one thing, from the start till now, we've not had one single student miss class or late for class. And lastly, This is a program that engages the children for like 6 hours. It provides lunch and drink at break time, and this is what we've had till date. And I'm quite sure that we are going to enjoy the same thing, for the same project.